All right, let's jump right in. Google has just unleashed its next-gen AI models, Gemini 2.5 Pro and Flash. And today we're going to break down exactly what they are, what makes them tick, and why one is like a deep-thinking heavyweight brain and the other is a world-class sprinter. But first, I want you to just imagine something for a second. What if you could talk to an AI that had, say, 1,500 pages of text or an entire massive codebase just loaded up in its memory, ready for one single conversation? I mean, what could you even do with that kind of power? Well, the answer is this, a 1 million token context window. Now, a token is basically just a piece of a word, and having a million of them means this AI can handle an absolutely insane amount of information all at once. We're talking about feeding it entire books, hours of video, and just having it get it. This is the single game-changing feature that's at the very heart of both of these new models. So, here's how we're going to tackle this. We'll do a quick intro. Then we'll meet the brainiac of the family, Pro, and its super speedy sibling, Flash. After that, we're going to look at the shared superpowers that make them both so incredible, and we'll wrap up by helping you figure out, which one is the right tool for the job. Okay, first up, let's meet Gemini 2.5 Pro. I want you to think of this one as the specialist, the heavyweight champion of deep thinking and solving really complex problems. You see, Pro is built for quality over pure speed. It's designed for tasks that demand intense, sophisticated reasoning and the absolute highest level of accuracy, especially in areas like advanced coding. And Pro's secret weapon? It's something called Deep Think Mode. This isn't just about processing faster. The model literally simulates thinking about a problem from a bunch of different angles at the same time, kind of exploring different paths before it decides on the best answer. It's built specifically for those ridiculously tough challenges. So, who is this for? Well, if you're a data scientist, you can now analyze a whole year's worth of customer feedback in a single shot, something that would have taken days before. Or if you're a coder wrestling with a crazy algorithm, or a researcher hunting for that next breakthrough, Gemini 2.5 Pro is your go-to. It's really built for that multi-step, strategic kind of thinking. All right, now let's flip the coin and meet Gemini 2.5 Flash. If Pro is the brain, Flash is without a doubt the sprinter. It is built for one thing, pure speed and efficiency. The whole mission for Flash is completely different. It's all about rapid responses, super low latency interactions, and doing it all in a way that's actually affordable when you're dealing with tons and tons of requests. Flash's special trick is something called adaptive reasoning, and it's really clever. The model instantly looks at how complex your request is and decides just how much brain power to spend on it. This way, it perfectly balances giving you a smart answer with giving you a fast one. So where does Flash really shine? Think about any app that needs to feel instant. We're talking responsive chatbots, virtual assistants that don't make you wait, summarizing thousands of articles in a blink, or just pulling data out of documents super fast. For anything at scale where speed and cost really matter, Flash is the obvious choice. Okay, let's just put them side by side for a second to make it crystal clear. Pro's goal is maximum quality, and it uses that exploratory deep think mode. Flash's goal is maximum speed, using its balanced adaptive reasoning. It's the classic trade-off, right? Deep, complex analysis versus fast, efficient action. But here's where things get really interesting. For all their differences, Pro and Flash are actually built on the exact same revolutionary foundation. They share some serious superpowers. That's right. Even with their different jobs, they're cut from the same cloth. They have this game-changing DNA. And these core abilities are what make the entire Gemini 2.5 family such a huge leap forward, basically setting a new standard for what these models can do. So let's run through them. First, you've got native multimodality, and we'll circle back to that one in a second. Then, there's that massive context window we talked about, and yet both models get the full 1 million tokens. Third is better function calling, so they can connect to other tools and actually do things in the real world. And finally, they both have built-in thinking models to help them follow really complex instructions. Okay, let's double-click on that native multimodality thing for a moment. What this means is you can give the model a single prompt that has text, images, audio, and even video clips, and it understands it all, together, seamlessly. This is a massive step toward a much more natural and powerful way of working with AI. So after all that, you're probably asking, okay, which one is right for my project? Let's just make it super simple with a quick decision guide. Honestly, it just boils down to this. If your main goal is to tackle incredibly complex problems that need the deepest analysis possible, you choose Pro. Simple as that. But if your project is all about speed, high volume efficiency, and that real time responsiveness, then Flash is your answer. It's the brain versus the sprinter. And that really brings us to the end. What we have now are two highly specialized tools built on the same incredibly powerful foundation: a brain for the absolute toughest problems and a sprinter for the fastest tasks. So the only question left to ask is, what are we all going to build with them?